video, we are going to turn a duck call barrel. You can see this one is pre-bored from, ours are pre-bored from Pintail Waterfowl. It works the same way if you drill it out or whatever first. Slide it onto your mandrel and tighten the mandrel down with the Allen wrench. You want to go snug. You don't want to crank it down. If you crank it down, as this gets thinner here, you'll end up cracking it. So just nice and snug. And I'm going to turn the barrel and the tenon for the band in this video, and then we'll get into polishing in another video. So the tools that I'm going to be using for this are a skew. I'm actually going to probably use a bigger skew. You can see the size difference here. And I will be using a parting tool, which this is your parting tool. This I can cut if I need to cut down to length, and I'm going to use it to do my band tenon. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold my band up next to it so I can measure the thickness of the band so I know where to start my groove for the lanyard. So now what I've done is I've cut my lanyard groove and I started my band tenon, which I'll turn down a little bit more. Now I didn't get my band tenon all the way down. Using a caliper, I can see the thickness of my band, and I can put it on here to see that I've got a little bit left. I'm going to finish that in the next step. Right now I'm going to shape the barrel, and then we'll flip it around, and then we'll work on that tenon. Now that my barrel is to shape, I'm going to use one other tool. It's a small gouge that I use to shape out the, or just to round out the lanyard groove a little bit. It's just this little guy here. Now what I'm going to do is flip this around, and we will turn down the band tenon to the correct size. So I'm just going to loosen this up, slide the barrel off. You can see our shape so far. I'm going to flip it around. And now I can turn down this tenon until the band fits on there correctly. Like so. What I like to do is not turn the whole tenon. You want to test your fit, and then it's easier to just take the rest down versus getting the whole thing too small to begin with. Now that my band is fitting on there well, I'm going to put a couple grooves to help for the glue to hold the band on. Now what I'm doing here, I'm just tapering the end of the barrel a little bit so my insert will sit flush, because I use an O-ring style fit on my tenon. Okay, so now, if the barrel was polished, I would be ready to finish it up and glue my band on. But I wanted to show you how she fits, how it looks. And that's really about it. Now, the next video I will get into polishing this one, and then later I will do a video on making the insert.